Being barren is one thing that's very emotionally painful. Most women end up losing the respect and love of their husbands and finally get divorced, although it takes both a man and a woman to bring a child, and infertility affects men and women equally. Such is the story of Roda Mooba, who has further lost respect of her family for her inability to
My name is Rudo Mooba. I grew up in Livingstone. I've lived most of my life in Livingstone. I did my grade 1 to grade 12 there. And then after school, I moved to Lusaka. I did my tertiary education in Lusaka and got married in Lusaka and working in Lusaka. When I got married in 2009, after we got married, I realized we couldn't have children. 1 year passed. I was assured by a cousin doctor who said, no, maybe give it a year or two. But then it went on. Then I realized, I think I have a problem. And then we went to seek medical attention, and I was told I had the problem. Yeah. It's a difficult thing because the next thing after you get married you're looking forward to is having your own family, having your own children, and more so difficult for me because when I was younger, when I was a young girl, in my neighborhood, I liked children a lot, even now. So people used to leave their kids with me. If I'm not going to school in the afternoon, they would leave them with me in the morning, and I would take care of their kids and things like that. So really looking forward to having my own family, and then you get married and you can't have children. It's very difficult because also society expects you to do that, and even though you've done certain things in life, you still feel you are not complete because you've not been able to fulfill the full cycle of life, as someone would put it. Yeah. I've asked myself a lot of questions. I think one thing that has been very difficult for me, culturally, when someone has a child, you have to go and see the child and take something for the child and congratulate them. I take time to do that. Not because I don't feel, I'm not happy that they have a child, but I need to come to terms that someone else has had a child and I can't have a child. So it's something very difficult. Yes, I've asked God a lot of questions. To some extent, I've on one hand, I've drawn quite a lot of support from myself being a Christian, because I've told myself, if He's put me in this situation. At first I used to ask and question and do all those things, and I had a lot of hope that it would come. But as time went on, I realized it may not come, and I'm close to my mid-40s, I may reach menopause, and I'm telling myself, well, it may not happen, but if God, this is what you want, then I'll live with it. But it's been very difficult, even though, to accept that that's what life is about. Yeah. Sometimes people don't trust you with their children because they think you can't look after them. Yeah. You get that. And you also I get overly sensitive sometimes because I tell myself, if I get a treatment otherwise, I would ask myself, so how would they treat me if I had a child? But I can't answer that question because I don't have. So I keep speculating, but you get this unspoken word around it. Like I said earlier, well, because maybe my husband is very, is a pillar in his family, so maybe they don't want to ask me because they think if he's okay with it, they can't question him. But you get it from around friends, you get it from around even your neighbors, church mates. If you tell them, they ask you how many children do you have, and you say, no, I don't have. Why? And so it dawns on you, so you have to keep explaining, and sometimes that takes a toll on you. You don't want to talk about it. Yeah. I work a lot with women's issues, and so I understand the challenges that women have to convince a man in a kind of dominant and very patriarchal society that he can actually be impotent as well. It's a very difficult thing, but to have actually a husband that can go with you and run through those tests with you. We did all those tests with my husband. They asked him to do some tests. I did my tests. When I went to do the test for my tubes, he sat with me, and when the doctors were doing everything, he was with me. It provides you that kind of support that you're not alone in that. And also for men to feel that they can walk through with their wives in this situation. And the worst thing is to feel that you have this person just because she doesn't have children, then she's useless in the house, that there are other things that we can also do that can also be productive for the family.